You are listening to Connection Quest, where every episode is a heartwarming journey to unravel the mysteries of love, intimacy, and the art of meaningful relationships. Join Miku as he explores the real, sometimes messy, always meaningful paths to building stronger, more vibrant romantic bonds. Forget quick fixes. We're digging into the heart of connection, understanding, communication, intimacy, and growing together. Ready to deepen your relationship journey? Let's begin.
Welcome back to Connection Quest. I'm your host, Miku Lane. And if you're hearing this, you made it through the holidays. Give yourself a round of applause. Because, let's be real, the season of togetherness can sometimes feel like the season of tension. It's now early February 2026, and if you're like millions of people, you probably started the new year with some version of a relationship resolution. Maybe it was communicate better. Maybe it was be more present. Or maybe, just maybe, it was figure out if this relationship is even right for me. Here's the thing, we're now 5 weeks into the year, and statistically, most of those resolutions, they're already gathering dust. But here's the good news. This isn't about willpower. This isn't about trying harder. This is about understanding why surface-level relationship goals don't work and what actually does. Welcome to Season 2 of Connection Quest.
Every scar tells a story. Every wound can learn to heal. When we dare to be seen, that's when love becomes real.
So, let me start with a question. How did the holidays treat your relationship? Did you and your partner navigate family dynamics beautifully, or did old tensions resurface? Did New Year's Eve feel romantic and hopeful, or did it highlight the distance between where you are and where you want to be? For a lot of couples, the period between Thanksgiving and New Year's is like a pressure cooker. You're spending more time together, there's financial stress from gift giving, you're dealing with each other's families, sleep schedules are off, routines are disrupted, and suddenly, all those little things you've been sweeping under the rug, they're right there in your face. And then comes January 1st, the reset button, the promise of a fresh start. You tell yourself, this year, we're going to be better. This year, I'm going to be more patient. This year, we'll finally have those hard conversations. But here's what I've learned, both personally and from the incredible guests we've had on this show. New Year's resolutions for relationships fail because they focus on behavior change without addressing the root cause. Let me give you an example. Let's say your resolution is, I want to fight less with my partner. That's a beautiful intention. But if you don't understand why you're fighting, if you don't know your triggers, your attachment wounds, your communication blind spots, then all you're doing is white-knuckling your way through conflict. You're suppressing, not solving. This is why in Season 1, we spent so much time on foundations. We talked about love languages, vulnerability, communication gaps, relationship ghosts, and rebuilding trust. Because you can't build a thriving relationship on top of an unstable foundation. But now, in Season 2, we're going deeper. We're moving from awareness to transformation. We're going from understanding your patterns to actively rewriting them.
Every scar tells a story. Every wound can learn to heal. When we dare to be seen, that's when love becomes real. Every scar, every scar, every scar, every scar, every scar, every scar tells a story.
So, if traditional relationship resolutions don't work, what does? I want to offer you a different framework. Instead of setting outcome-based goals like fight less or be more connected, I want you to focus on identity-based intentions. Here's the difference. An outcome-based goal says, I want to communicate better. An identity-based intention says, I am becoming someone who pauses before reacting. See the shift? One is about achieving a result. The other is about embodying a way of being. When you approach your relationship from this place, when you focus on who you're becoming rather than what you're trying to fix, everything changes. Because you're not just modifying behavior, you're actually evolving. Let me make this practical. Here are 3 identity-based intentions you can set right now for your relationship in 2026. Number 1, I am becoming someone who takes responsibility for my emotional triggers. This doesn't mean your partner's behavior is okay. It doesn't mean you excuse harm. It means you recognize that your reaction is yours to manage. When your partner forgets to text you back and you spiral into, they don't care about me, you pause and ask, is this about them or is this about an old wound that's been activated? Number 2, I am becoming someone who chooses curiosity over defensiveness. The next time your partner says something that makes you want to build a wall or throw up your shield, what if instead you got curious? What if you said, tell me more about that, instead of, that's not fair? Curiosity is the antidote to contempt. And contempt, as researcher John Gottman has shown us, is one of the 4 horsemen of relationship apocalypse. Number 3, I am becoming someone who values connection over being right. This is the big one. In so many arguments, we get so caught up in winning, in proving our point, in making sure our partner understands how wrong they were, that we completely lose sight of what actually matters, which is staying connected. Ask yourself, do I want to be right or do I want to be close? Now, I know some of you listening might be in a place where your relationship feels really hard right now. Maybe the holidays brought up issues you can't ignore. Maybe you're questioning if this partnership is even sustainable. If that's you, I want you to hear this. Season 2 is for you too. Because whether you're working to deepen an already strong relationship, repair a struggling one, or gain clarity on whether it's time to let go, the work is the same. It's about becoming more conscious, more emotionally intelligent, more aligned with your truth. Over the next 15 episodes, we're going to explore attachment styles in depth. We're going to talk about partner selection and red flags versus growth opportunities. We're going to dive into nervous system regulation and what happens in your body when you're triggered. We're going to discuss modern challenges like technology and career ambition, and we're going to look at how to sustain desire and connection over the long haul. Some episodes will be just you and me, intimate, introspective conversations. Others will feature incredible guests who are going to blow your mind with their expertise. But all of it is in service of one thing: helping you build the relationship you actually deserve. Not the one you're settling for. Not the one you think you're supposed to want. The one that feels true, safe, alive, and deeply connected. So here's my invitation to you as we kick off Season 2. Let go of the pressure to have it all figured out by February. Let go of the shame if your resolutions have already fallen apart. Let go of the idea that there's a right way to do relationships. Instead, commit to the quest. Commit to showing up, to learning, to being willing to look at the parts of yourself that are hard to see. Commit to choosing love over fear, connection over control, growth over comfort. Because here's what I know for sure. The relationship you want is possible, but it starts with you, not your partner, you. This is Connection Quest Season 2, and the journey continues right now. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the show, welcome. Go back and listen to Season 1. We built a solid foundation there that's going to make everything in Season 2 even more powerful. And if you've been with me since the beginning, thank you for trusting me with your time and your heart. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who's ready to do the work. You can find show notes, resources, and ways to connect with me at connectionquest.us. Next week, we're diving deep into attachment theory with an episode called The Attachment Audit, Discovering Your Relationship Blueprint. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Until then, keep questioning, keep connecting, and remember, the quest is worth it. I'm Miku Lane, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us on this leg of Connection Quest. Remember, connection isn't a destination. It's a journey you choose to take, one conversation, one understanding, one brave step at a time. If today's episode sparked something, share it with someone who might need it. Find show notes, resources, and ways to connect with our community at our website, connectionq.us. Also, check out our Connection Quest blog. Don't forget like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your pod. Until next time, keep nurturing the love you're building.